it will be DL Tank Abbott, Oleg Taktarov. Taktarov, master on the ground. Tank Abbott, who says we're going to see some stuff on the ground, but he is pretty good on his feet. The fighters are on their way. Here comes the Tank.
Jim, what do you think? You're always asking me. I'm going to ask you this time.
Well, I'll tell you, the Tank looks good. But once again, technique has been awesome tonight.
It seems that reality dictates Tank, but my heart goes with Oleg. I want to see that science do well.
Well, Oleg didn't want to be called out last time. This time, he's going to be there. If the referee allows him, he's going to show us that he could have lasted the last time.
That's right, under 7. When the referee broke that bout, he was a little bit upset that the referee stopped it. He said, hey, at Russia, if we're bleeding, we keep going.
He's got the heart of a lion. He's got the right man to test it against.
Tank Abbott, his discipline is pit fighting, as we mentioned earlier. And here are some of the things he hopes to employ during the bout.
Well, he's a striker. Definite puncher. We saw that against the 400-pound Matua. He hit him hard, and he knocked that guy down. He says he has grappling abilities. He did display that against Farley.
And he's a headhunter.
And yes, he does like the punch to the head. Doesn't go much to the body, but boy, he'll take it to the head.
So Tank is ready, and so is his opponent, Oleg Taktarov. And we have seen in the UFC that often you have to lose before you reap the rewards. It happened to Severin. It happened to Shamrock. Could it happen to Taktarov?
And might this be the learning lesson for Abbott? Maybe he's going to get caught in one of these submissions. It seems the choke has been the way of life tonight. Got 3 bouts in that way, very effectively.
I think if the Russian can stay out of the way early, he might have a great chance.
The Russian Bear, the Sambo world champion, the Russian national heavyweight judo champ, the 4-time European Asia full contact jiu-jitsu champ. He's been training with Shamrock. Keep that in mind. Might they get the daily double tonight? Set for the formal introductions, and who better to give them to us than Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The final battle of the UFC number 6, brought to you by SEG Sports Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Casper, Wyoming, are you ready? There's only one thing left to say. Let's get ready for the Ultimate Rumble! Introducing first, the first pit fighter to compete in the octagon. He's 30 years old, 6 feet tall, weighs in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, ladies and gentlemen, he is the man known as the Tank. He is David Tank Abbott. And his opponent across the octagon, fighting out of Lockford, California by way of Gorky, Russia, 27 years old, 6 feet tall, 215 pounds, a multiple world martial arts title holder from all over the world. He is the Russian Bear. He is Oleg Taktarov.
Well, Michael Buffer calls it the Ultimate Rumble. Taktarov and Abbott. UFC 6 belt on the line. First UFC for Tank, second for Taktarov. The weight goes to the Tank by 70 pounds. The youth to Taktarov by 3 years. Pit fighter versus Sambo star. The crowd is shouting Tank.
Taktarov is going to have to catch him. Abbott is going to force the action, particularly with punches. And unless Taktarov can get down to the ground, it's going to be very difficult for him to get any kind of submission lock.
I think that's a very good evaluation.
UFC 6 final underway. Tank Abbott. Oleg Taktarov. Tank, quick move. Tank using that weight. Taktarov working from the ground. He's comfortable there. Tank lets him up. An interesting move, knowing that Taktarov's better on the ground.
Maybe he realizes this is where he wants to fight.
Tank is a brawler. He picks up Taktarov. Tank landing punches. Taktarov covering up.
Taktarov's doing an okay job here. He really hasn't gotten tagged. Most of those punches aren't glancing. Some of them might have come close, but this is definitely causing Abbott to spend a lot of energy. Oh, a good little uppercut.
Nice one by Taktarov.
Oh, he got hit
and then
there.
he eats a punch.
Yeah, he can't go in there punching with Abbott. He can't punch with Abbott.
Nice move by Taktarov. He's got away.
I don't think he's going to be able to finish it. Enough grappling skill by Abbott to fend him off. But Abbott now, I think, might have spent a lot of energy here.
Blood from the mouth of Taktarov.
Come on.
Abbott trying to regroup. Taktarov really can't do anything with him here.
Remember the elevation, over 5,000 feet.
Keep walking, come on.
Third fight for each guy.
I think Abbott has sort of punched himself out a little bit here. Oh, good shot.
Again, an uppercut landed by Taktarov.
It could be a choke. This could be a choke. He's got it in there. He's got it in there.
Taktarov looking to finish it.
This doesn't help Abbott. If anything, this makes it tighter. If anything, this will make it tighter.
Watch Tank's right hand. He's in trouble here.
Now his head's coming out.
He came out of it.
He's spitting, though. He's spitting. Let's see how much he's got left. He looks tired.
This is where he'll usually throw punches.
Oh, he looks very tired.
Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Come
And
on.
Taktarov working from the back.
He doesn't mind being here. He might try an elevator, but I believe that Abbott might have enough grappling experience not to be caught in that. The key is he going to get his air back so that there's some power behind those punches? It's obvious he's tired. He'll call it waiting. In his mind, he's just waiting.
He's got power in that right hand. Can he and will he use it? Taktarov very comfortable on his back.
Let's go. One warning. Come on, let's go.
The ref has given them a warning that if they don't push the action, there will be a reset on their feet. One of the new rules of the UFC.
But clearly here it's Abbott dictating what's going to happen.
Taktarov with these short punches to the back of Abbott's head. Trying to soften him up.
Not much effect there. No leverage behind him.
The crowd is chanting USA, which is where Tank is from. Both men look winded.
Come on, let's go.
Going for his own choke now, it seems, is Abbott, but with those gloves on, you wonder what kind of a real grip he can get.
Again, it's Abbott on top, Taktarov on the ground. Finals of UFC 6. And there's not much air left for either guy.
I think Taktarov here is biding his time. He knows he can't get punched in this position. Well, there he can now, if Abbott sits up. But he also might be baiting the big guy to look for an arm lock. As those arms keep straightening out, if Taktarov starts to slide to the side, watch him there, he's starting to work on an arm.
Abbott landed one punch. Taktarov landing from the from the ground. Almost 5 minutes in. 30-minute time limit, 5-minute overtime in this championship fight.
Oh. Sharp little punch. Sharp little punch there by Taktarov. I think he's just waiting his time like a Gracie here to breathe.
You gotta work.
Abbott really suffered, I think, in that first initial flurry. He spent a lot of energy.
Jim, the referee continues to tell them both to work.
Well, I think he's doing the right job in letting him stay there because this is great stuff, even though they're not fighting a lot. The
Here
energy
comes the
level.
arm lock. He's going to go for an arm lock. Didn't happen.
Abbott showing his power when he has to.
There's that elevator. He's trying to set it up, but Abbott knows enough wrestling here to be able to stay on top. If you're the Tank here, you want to try to bring that right hand to bear. Maybe even headbutt. He's much like Seven against Gracie. He really doesn't know where to go here. Or he's waiting until he has enough energy to go ahead and start some kind of a finish.
Everyone here in the Casper Event Center standing. Taktarov punching the back of Tank's head again. Tank gets up a little bit.
Looking for a choke. There's the arm lock. Looking for an arm lock. Oh, nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Tank wants to go to his feet.
He's tired. Tank is definitely tired.
Oh, big right hand by Tank.
He's got his own front headlock, but no choke, no choke.
Taktarov showing some blood.
Let's go.
And that blood is from an earlier cut, from an earlier UFC over the left eyebrow. From what we heard, it was never closed properly.
I really don't think that's the same scar. I think that's off to the side. I don't think bleeding's going to be a factor here like it was in the last one. Abbott trying to lean on Taktarov, take away some of that wind. You see him grabbing onto the shorts. The hips are is how you control your opponent in wrestling. Keep his hips under control, you control his body. And Abbott again is dangerous there. Taktarov should try to get some distance.
Could it be a war of attrition? Over 7 minutes in.
Let's go. Come on, Joe.
At this altitude, 7 minutes is like 17.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Tank again goes on top.
And Tank is really tired. He's still dangerous. He can still throw punches, but it seems that he's really, really tired. Taktarov is not too much better shape. I think he may have a little bit more energy, but he does not have the size nor the power to compete.
But Taktarov has more of the submission moves, which can finish a fight easier, correct?
That is correct. And in this kind of condition, if Taktarov was able to really have some kind of an advantage, and here on his back, he really doesn't have it unless Abbott makes a big mistake, leaving those arms behind.
It allows him to do a lot of defense when he's down there.
That's right.
He won't get hurt. When he's standing up, he can get hurt.
And he has said that his offense is predicated off his defense. Again, Tank Abbott on top, Oleg Taktarov on the mat.
Neither one really doing anything here. I'm sure we're going to see that warning again.
And exhaustion is clearly set in at this 5,100-foot altitude.
Taktarov now moving up the body. He's probably going to try to find an arm here. He'll wait for Abbott to try to throw a punch, and if the Tank leaves that arm out too far, there's that arm. You can see him. He's looking at it. He won't give it away yet.
9 minutes in to the finals of UFC 6. Taktarov banging away at the head from the ground. Tank tries to move in again. Taktarov is giving away 50 pounds, maybe more. 9:30 in.
Let's get it going.
This is Abbott's first real fight here at the UFC. The others were really over with quickly.
Come on,
and he was in such control. Here now he's having to adjust, having to think, and certainly have to go through the suffering of fatigue, Jim.
Well, fatigue, attitude is really what's happening right now. Both fighters are suffering tremendously for it. I noted earlier that everybody was breathing hard, even though they had short fights.
But Abbott is proving he's more than just a brawler.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He has grappling techniques.
And Taktarov has shown that he does have heart and staying power.
Both fighters showing great heart. 10 minutes in the high altitude of Casper, Wyoming.
And I would not have believed, and really here perhaps I don't ever want to say a mistake about Tank, but if he could get to the mounted position where he's outside of Taktarov's legs instead of inside of them, between them, he would have much better control on top and perhaps have an opportunity to finish with punching. But here he can't get any closer. His knees are stuck back all the way by Taktarov's legs, which allows him no real leverage to punch at the head. He needs to get out of those legs. If he stays in there, he's not going to be able to throw punches.
Taktarov with his eyes closed punching. Is he resting or is he severely fatigued?
He's resting, and I'm sure he's using image and feel. He's trying to feel where Abbott is, and if Abbott gets off balance at all, he's going to try to do that elevator.
He's fatigued and he's resting. That's why he's resting.
Good answer,
They're
Jim.
both fatigued. It makes sense, boy?
Little double entendre.
Oh, is that what they call that?
We might have a fight here in the booth.
Oh, no,
But out there in the octagon, it's Abbott and Taktarov. And right now, they both appear very tired here at 5,140 feet.
11:35 in to the championship of UFC 6. Tank Abbott, the pit fighter, gets popped. Now he lands a right. He landed a right squarely to Taktarov's face.
That one connected. That's his strength. That's what he wants to bring to bear. But he'll have a little bit more success. See, he's trying to lift himself up to get that leverage, and he's spending a lot of energy. If he comes away empty here, he's going to feel frustrated. If he can beat the legs of Taktarov and get around to the outside, he'd have an easier time punching.
Never question the man on the bottom, however. Royce Gracie proved that in several UFCs, including the championship against Dan Severn in UFC 4.
Here comes another right hand.
Tank trying to get that right hand loose again. Trying to improve his leverage.
Believe me, he's spending all that energy trying to just get that one punch off, and he's not able to do so.
But you know what? In this fight, weight is playing a great part.
You betcha.
The difference in weight is really important here.
To his credit, he is keeping the pressure on Taktarov's neck, keeping his weight on his chest and belly. That impairs the breathing ability of Taktarov, and that could also further fatigue him.
Taktarov keeping his eyes closed very often. Punching again. Tank answers.
Oh, here comes an attempt at a choke by Abbott. He was going to fold the arm over Taktarov's face.
Working. He's awesome.
13 plus minutes in. The battle of wills continue. Might we see a warning from referee John McCarthy?
Well, Abbott has been trying to improve position. Taktarov really unable to do anything there while he's on his back unless Abbott leaves something behind. In other words, gets so far extended, one of his arms straightens out while Taktarov is sliding out to the side. Or his head. Taktarov will seize his head and choke.
McCarthy continues to tell both fighters to keep it going.
You got one warning, I'm gonna stand you up. Let's get busy.
Tank Abbott on top.
Let's go.
Oleg Taktarov on the bottom, the way it's been for almost 14 minutes.
Abbott, don't you fight. I'll take you out. Let's go. Let's go.
McCarthy said, Abbott, you've got to start the fight or it's going to be a restart.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is all strategy here. You can sit and wait and let the referee dictate, or you can do it yourself.
Does the strategy favor Taktarov?
If anything, I think it's going to favor Abbott.
They're standing up. It does.
Favors Abbott.
I think the fatigue factor at the time would be in Taktarov.
The one question is, when Abbott gets to his feet, is he going to be able to do anything? He spends a lot of energy when he goes into those punching flurries, but he inflicts some good damage.
Almost 15 minutes in.
And here he's starting to move up again. But he's definitely breathing hard.
There was talk for a while about a restart after a certain period of time, maybe 10 minutes. But instead, the rule was to give the referee the autonomy to decide when there's no action and when they should restart.
He's looking for a choke here.
Abbott punishing Taktarov.
Did he tap?
Oh, no. No taps. But you see now he's going to let go of it, and they're going to go back to the guard. Taktarov using an effective guard.
Keep it going.
Abbott's able to get a couple of shots in, but nothing that's going to take Taktarov out.
Let's get it working, get it
This
working.
is the position that Gracie made famous. Others now have copied, and what we've seen at the UFC now is that hybrid fighting style. As Jim alluded to earlier, the meshing of all these different disciplines, taking what seems effective here at the UFC, which is really what a combat battle is.
And John McCarthy is breaking up the fighters, and he will reset the two. Taktarov looks very, very winded.
Just restart here, restart.
Abbott looks better right now than Taktarov. And here they go again. Abbott lands a left hand.
Nothing yet here. Taktarov doesn't mind being up there against the fence. He doesn't mind at all. He can lift his knee, prevent the body shots. Can't really get hit in the head with a full leverage punch. Oh,
Tank got through again. There's a left hand by Tank. Taktarov looking for a choke.
Here's a choke again. This one could work.
Taktarov looking for the choke.
Does he have enough energy to keep it locked in?
Can he get it? McCarthy right in there on it. He's watching it closely.
Oh, he's standing up now. There's some good pressure. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that is tight. And he's rolling over just to get out of it.
Tank is tough.
Tremendous metal showed by the Tank there.
But there's hardly anything left in his gas tank there. That choke must have really put the oxygen deprivation into effect. And you can see Taktarov trying to loop around the neck again. He's got both legs in. Abbott's got to keep his chin pinned to his chest.
Taktarov trying for a choke again. Now he gives it up. He's got the leg lock.
Great fight. Great fight. Oh, right there. He had a shot at the neck.
Look out. Taktarov going for the choke.
This could do it again. That's it.
Taktarov wins it at 17:47.
Great fight.
What a finish. Exhaustion on the part of both fighters. They're going to both need oxygen. At this altitude, they're both going to need oxygen quickly.
Masterful performance. We saw the choke again, Jim.
Technique, tenacity, heart, unbelievable.
Two spent fighters. They both need the oxygen. At this altitude, exhaustion has set in. I don't expect an interview, Jeff, from you.
I don't know if they're capable, and I'll tell you what, again, we see a rookie, a first-timer to the UFC, look so good,
Tank
and
is
yet
up.
somehow lose the fight.
Tank is up, and he was tremendous. Taktarov still being administered to, still being worked on.
If there wasn't a thing called fatigue, the Tank would win this one easily with the brutality that he portrays.
If we were at a lower altitude, Jim, do you think Abbott would have performed better?
I think he would have.
Tank's got nothing to be ashamed of. He was
Great
tremendous.
performance.
Just tremendous.
He had Taktarov in a lot of trouble, but once again, learning the octagon, the ways of the octagon, and how to finish. That's the big key here. You got to be a finisher.
I like the technicians.
So Taktarov lost in UFC 5, comes back to win UFC 6.
And once again, the striker goes down against the submission holds.
He's getting the oxygen. We understand he's okay. He needs the oxygen at this altitude, over 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet. So much energy was expended in the finish, Jeff.
Oh, there's no doubt. And I wouldn't doubt that once Taktarov sunk that choke in, he made it a do-or-die situation for himself through everything he had, knowing I've got a real good hold here. Let's try and get it over with. And I have no doubt in my mind that when he put that choke on, he let whatever calories he had left to burn, he put them to bear. And to his credit, he was able to submit.
Here's another look at
Abbott.
This
is the stand-up. This is when they reset them. And that's right after Abbott hit him with a left hook. He tried to take him down, and when he left that head in the middle, the mistake of the wrestler, bang, there's that chokehold. Around the neck, lock the hands, and when Taktarov stands up straight and throws his chest out, that is when the pressure became the most fierce. This is at the start of the choke. They're going to come off the fence now. We'll see him come off the fence. Right here. And as soon as he arches his back, that's when it's a full lock choke, and he's running out of air.
Taktarov is up. As you take one more look at the choke, Taktarov is up in the middle of the ring. Referee John McCarthy raised his arm in victory. There's John McCarthy as the fight ended. And there's a look at Taktarov. He's gotten some oxygen. He looks woozy. They had to hold his arm up for the victory. What a performance. Guy Mezger, his good friend out there to help him. Michael Buffer in the ring right now. Let's go to Michael.
The official time at 17 minutes and 47 seconds of this match. The winner by submission. And now, the winner of the Ultimate Fighting Championship number 6, the Russian Bear, Oleg Taktarov.
And what a bear he was.